Hello everyone, today we are going to study about the surface configuration of Earth. So what do you mean by surface configuration of Earth? So in this means the configuration means how the Earth, how everything is developed on Earth, how the landforms are developed, how everything else other than continents and everything else is how they are configured, how they came where they are today, how it is happening. So for that there were multiple theories. Okay, multiple theories given by multiple number of uh, geographers. Okay, so we are going to study what the basic differences between all the theorems. So here's a screenshot which we are going to study. So there were five theories which were given on the surface configuration of Earth. First one was concept of continental drift. Okay, then on basis of this only the theory was given, continental drift theory. Then the next step what, C4 spreading, and the next one is plate tectonic theory. And in configuration with this concept of drift theory, another theory was given at the same time, approximately geosyncline theory. Okay, so if you can see that the dates when it was given, the concept of continental drift, it was given into 1900 by Taylor. The continental drift theory was given into 1912 by Alfred Wagner. Okay, seafloor spreading 1942 by Henry Hess. 1971 the plate tectonic theory was given. It was given by William Morgan. And geosyncline was approximately the time of concept of continental drift in 1855 by Kober. One of the geographers was Kober. Okay, so these theory are based on different, means what was the current situation at that time, what was developed at that time, and what were their focuses. The focus was also different, and each after this, like concept of continental drift had some limitations which were satisfied by continental drift theories, but it has its own limitation. So then the seafloor spreading came, which described the limitations of this one. Then the plate tectonic theory comes. So this is how it was done. So first we need to let's check what are the, means why this theory, what the basic things they explained about everything. So concept of continental drift, it focused on fold mountains. Basically it focused on the fold mountains like Rockies, Alps, Himalayas, Andes. So what are these are the second order of landform. Second order landform means, second order means, like, see, there are order in the landforms also. Okay, so first order means the continents, second order means fold mountains. Okay, next inside. So as we go down the order, the the size of the landform decreases. Okay, so for this one, it only basically main focus was given, it was continental drift. First time the drift concept was applicable, and it focused on the second order landforms, means fold mountains. Okay, the continental drift theory was to, it was a one it was on the first order landforms, means continents. Basically it was not on the fold mountain, it was basically how the continents were developed, how it was separated, everything that. Then the sea floor spreading up, it explained, see here, the drift theory, they have made the, in the continental drift theory it was said that continents were drifting. Okay, but it was not able to explain how. So in the sea floor spreading, they tried to explain the concept of drifting. Okay, so mechanism, how the mechanism works, how drifting occurs, continental drift from each other. So this was the main focus of seafloor spreading. Okay, then came the plate tectonic theory. It explained everything. It explained everything, every geophysical phenomena which is happening. Like fold mountains, it was explained. Continents as geophysical phenomena are like earthquakes. Means what is happening inside the earth which is causing something effect on the surface. Geophysical phenomena like earthquake, tsunami, like these things are like these were explained in this plate tectonic theory. The geosyncline theory was also basically the basic of the fold. It was on the fold second order landforms. So you can see this one and this one are basically similar in nature. They are basically trying to contact about the fold mountain. Okay, in this one more thing that we need to understand, what does the meaning of geosyncline. Geosyncline means a depression actually. Okay, geosyncline means a depression, shallow depression means there is a landform and there is a huge depression in between, which is the part of where the sea is happening. If there is a sea between them, okay, so this depression is known as geosyncline. Okay, so it was explained in the geosyncline how this is converted into a fold mountains. Okay, in the future this depression will get converted into a fold mountain. Okay, so next thing, what was the basically they are based on. Okay, so at the time of the continental drift by given by the trailer, it was only discovered that the Sial and Sima were present in the like Sial, it was focused that Sial is the continent part and the ocean crust is made of Sima. Okay, this was only known, so this was based on this only, that continent and ocean. Same was for this one, continental drift theory given by Wagner. So it was Sima and Sial and Sima. This was also at the same time till 1855, so it was also based on the same thing. But the sea floor spreading and plate tectonic theory were on based on different thing also. Like in the till the sea floor spreading came in 1942, it was also discovered that crust, there is something as crust, there is something as mantle which is semi solid in nature. So these kind of things were developed. So this was based on Sial, Sima and crust and mantle. Then plate tectonic came. It was based on lithosphere, asthenosphere. Lithosphere is a solid part, okay, and asthenosphere is semi-solid part of the earth plate. So it was based on this. Okay. So what were the basic limitations on which these things were there? The basic limitations were that the first one, given by the Taylor, the basic difference was there was no geological evidence which was proving that how these fold mountains were created, how everything was created. He gave the concept of tidal waves, he concept, but it also didn't pan out and everything else. So that was the lack of geographical evidences. Okay, same was here in the geosyncline theorem, that it was a very theoretical, you can say very theoretical concept. It like a very theoretical of depression, that earlier there was depression, there was then the fold mountain created, but there was no actual evidence related to it, how the depression was converted into a mountain. Okay, it was just assumed that this was, so this was a lack of evidence over there. Then we come to the Wagner continental drift theory. So in this he explained that how the drifting was occurring, and that why this was happening, the mountains created, continents were created, how drifting occurred. But how the drifting was occurring, that was not prepared. The mechanism why the drifting happened, this was not there. Mechanism, the main part mechanism, which was not given. Next, in the sea floor spreading, the problem was that it explained the mechanism, that this shifted here, this shifted here, but the mechanism which was given by them was not universally applicable. Okay, the problem was that over here. And in the plate tectonic theory, it was able to explain that the landforms how created, fold mountains were created, it was way ahead. In 1971 it was given, so it was way ahead and it explained everything. Okay, but it was not it was not able to explain the newest landforms, like newest landforms, like it was explained what was happening in post prehistoric period, tertiary period, it was able to explain. But the recent landforms like Himalayas, Andes, so these are the new landforms. Okay, so it was not able to explain those. And also that the how many it was, the theory was based on plates only. Okay, the crust is divided into number of plates, so it was based on that. But why, means how many plates are there, it was not explained here, number of plates, because we are now also finding new plates were discovered after that also, so it was not able to define how many number of plates are there. Okay, so this is what are a basic, it is the basic of that. If you have some information regarding the surface configuration, what were the different theorems based on it, what the main objectives, what was based on, and what were the limitations. So for writing an answer in that format, you can write something. If a 10 mark question comes, you can write. If you don't remember, just remembering this chart also, you can write something about them. So that is all. Thank you so much.